Hey y'all, welcome to Intention 1111. Tonight I'm going to be doing a collective general read, full moon and Aquarius super moon read tonight for all signs. I wanted to say thank you to everybody who interacts with the channel and comments on the videos. I appreciate you guys. New subscribers, welcome, and those who have been there since day one, I appreciate y'all. If you'd like to book a personal read with me, you can reach me at whereyourIntentions at intentions1111.com. I did start something yesterday with weeklies for all signs. I will be discontinuing that and only doing it for Scorpio. There was a comment maybe that somebody else would like a weekly read, and so I gave it a shot. And while I've never been driven by views to a video, it is a lot to put out for a handful of people. So the views have been a resounding validation, right? That maybe that's just not the track to go. So I will do Taurus, and because that was the one that was requested. But I won't be continuing that for all the signs, just so you know. We're going to go in a different direction. So let's see what we got tonight for the collective. All right. Meditate and contemplate. Okay, bringing something together. Conclusions are within reach. Okay, I like that. A new romantic cycle begins. So we have two fishes, right? Pisces energy swimming around each other. And they're swimming around each other. They seem to be in balance here, but they're not quite making it together, right? They're not quite making it come together. So let's kind of see what that's about. Let me see what card I want to use here, what cards I want to use here. Yeah, let's see these. Okay. All right. Show me love for the collective. Show me love for the collective. Okay. We have transparency coming out right off the bat. So confessions. Conclusions are within reach. A new romantic cycle begins. Confessions. So somebody here has the idea that somebody kind of likes him, or somebody may be into him or whatever, but there is no confession. There is no, what do you say? There's nothing taken off. Two people are kind of swimming around each other, but they're not really making it come together. However, there is a moment of transparency coming in for that confession. So let's see about that. Somebody's holding on to the idea that they need to make the first move, right? Okay. Others of you, which I want to see more about that, but others of you here are, we've got Mercury retrograde coming up. We've got Lionsgate happening. Venus is in retrograde, I think still, So I think there's a lot of energy, karmic energy coming into play. There's a lot of energy about old lovers coming back in. So some of you, of course, are holding on to somebody. And I know that, somebody's going to be in there like, I ain't holding on to nobody, blah, blah, blah. Okay, somebody here is holding on to someone, and they're holding on to a fantasy, okay, something that does not exist in the real world, right? There is an idea here that's acting as a block. Letting go of something that's not serving you in the present is really kind of what all this energy is about, right? There is a fantasy happening here about a reconciliation for someone. That is a complete illusion. You have Seven of Swords and you have the Seven of Cups, right? And you have the Fool card in the reverse. So what that means to me is that if you're holding on to someone, you're hoping they'll come back, or someone's holding on to you, okay, in the hopes that you'll see the light and come back. You or this other person have absolutely no intention of going there, right? No intention whatsoever. So I think the time for holding on to things that might have been is needing to make its way out of the collective, right? If they're not clothing us, feeding us, paying our bills, contributing to our life in some way, if we're not sharing a life together or a mortgage payment or whatever, then they need to leave and not live in your head, taking up space in your head. So if you're experiencing a hard time letting go of an expectation or a fantasy about something, now's the time to kind of start doing a lot of soul searching about why you may be holding on to this person and what does that escapism prevent you from seeing right in front of your face, right? And so I think that's where this person comes into play here, this confession happening. So let's see about that. Sometimes holding on to a fantasy prevents us or allows us to do a little escaping and not to face something that really we need to kind of unpack. Show me 6 of coins. What's this confession? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We've got Sagittarius, Libra energy, Aries, Virgo, you name it. Fast-moving communication about solidifying something. Somebody wants to lock it down. Somebody wants to lock something down here. They really haven't had the courage to maybe ask you out or say, hey, you want to go get a drink after work, or you want to, whatever it is, right? They may be coming to you in a way that's kind of like not real polished. They may be coming to you in a way that they think is really cool, but you're like, because they are sort of shy, they sort of lack the courage, they're just going to kind of go for it. And so they may come off as really kind of awkward in their relaying of their interest in you, right? Don't hold on to that part because that's just nerves, And if they don't have a lot of game, I think that's a good thing, not a bad thing. If they're not smooth, I think that's kind of a good thing, okay? So you have somebody coming to ask you out, coming to make a confession about how they feel about you. This may be a person who you've been sort of eyeing in the office. You guys might have sort of a flirty thing happening wherever you're at. This person will be coming to you very quickly here to sort of ask you out, sort of, lock you down in something to kind of get to know you a little bit better. You're not going to be super into it, I think. You're going to think, okay, whatever. This dude is not relationship material. Or this woman is not relationship material. But I think that you're going to be pleasantly surprised that you have more in common than you think. And when you are in a setting that's not work or their work, and they're not so nervous because they've kind of done the thing, you're going to find that the conversation will flow more easy. You're going to find that you have a lot in common. You kind of see eye to eye. And that you actually may be a very good match. So don't dismiss this person as not being serious or someone that you would seriously consider in relationship because they come off sort of silly, because they, they're just scared to death to do this with you, okay? So let's see the 2 of Cups. What can the collective expect from this person? Okay, victory, leadership. Okay, so let me show you the progression. You've got someone approaching you right? Wanting to have transparency with you, wanting to lock it down with you, right? They want to lock it down, right? And they're approaching you with the Page of Wands mentality, okay? And you're kind of like, is that all you got? And, but you will be pleasantly surprised, okay, that this person here, this Page of Wands, is actually a King of Swords. They're just nervous, okay? And so this is kind of what you have. Victory in this person actually showing who they are. You seeing who they actually are instead of this silly little thing they're putting on, right? You have seeing eye to eye communication, this King of Swords, this leader, right? Male or female. And you have victory in this situation. So give this person a little bit of a chance. Think about how this thing's been going on between the two of you and how really you feel about it. Don't be put off by the approach, because the approach is a lack of confidence, right? It's a lack of confidence. They're nervous. It's inexperience, right? So let's see. See about this X returning. Show me about this X returning. Betrayal, right off the bat. Show me about this X returning. Okay. I'm getting it just didn't work. It just didn't work out. Somebody's saying here it just didn't work out. Well, how's it going to work out when you got 10 swords hanging out of your back? Now, this 10 of swords it means betrayal overall, yes. But remember, there are 10 swords here and not one sword, right? And so the idea is that this is a betrayal that happened over and over and over until it laid you out, okay? So remember, when this person makes their entrance back, remember when you were laying flat on the ground, right? It just didn't work. This person just wasn't where they needed to be. There was a lot of conflict. They weren't mature enough. They were emotionally stunted. It just wasn't working. And this also, for some of you, could be a former job that you had the relationship with this person. That may be why you're kind of skittish with this one. But Page of Swords and Page of Cups, and 10 of Swords. Okay, that's really what this person was about. A lot of conflict, a lot of tug of war, right? A lot of tug of war here. And it just didn't work. So when this person makes their little entrance back in, because they may, and it may be a person that you're holding on to the hurt that they caused. You're not necessarily holding on to the person, but you're holding on to the hurt that they caused you. Don't let that act as a block when you're trying to get from one place to another in your life. You're trying to get from old to new love, right? Can't control what this person did. Forgive yourself. Unpack it. Why are you holding on to it? What triggers you to continue to hold on to it and let it go? Because you have a King of Swords coming in. It's going to make you forget all about this little low Page of Cups, right? And also this may come with an apology. This person may be coming back with an apology. So, let's see a final outcome for this situation for the collective. Let's see a final outcome for this situation. Happy celebration. Celebration after a period of time of brokenheartedness. Now you're celebrating a relationship. You're celebrating a commitment, right? Something tangible, something real, right? Also, this may be you looking back on the situation, looking at heartbreak and third-party situation with this Page of Cups. Don't hold on to it. Move past it. You're not allowing yourself to move past. You won't be able to move forward until you unpack that hurt, because you're holding on to the hurt, not holding on to the person. You have to make the decision to kind of let it go and plan for the future, right? You've got to plan ahead. Because, again, you have Queen of Pentacles. You have Four of Wands. you have the Three of Coins. So this guy up here, this King of Swords, is going to be the one bringing you all of this, right? And this Page of Cups is bringing you stagnation and heartbreak and not moving past something. So, again, the Aquarius supermoon is about the unexpected, yes, but it's also about letting things flow out that don't need to be there anymore. So, could be a little bit of a plot twist, but remember, people come back into our life to teach us a lesson sometimes. They're not necessarily there for, a happy ending. They're not necessarily there for, oh, let me make it right. The universe will present them again and again and again in our life until we learn the lesson, which is no thank you, right? I've been down that road before. No thanks. I've learned my lesson. So, maybe you have already been feeling that energy. You may feel that energy for the next couple of days. But allow things to move out. Don't hold on to them. So, that's what I have for you guys, and I'll see y'all later.